This question asks us to determine the pH of a 0.01 mole per litre solution of chloroacetic acid. And it tells us that the Ka of chloroacetic acid is 1.4 by 10 to the minus 3. So I'm going to set up an ice table and attempt to solve for the equilibrium concentration of H+. So I'm just going to denote the acid as Ha, and that's going to dissociate to form hydrogen ions and the conjugate base of the acid. So initially I have 0.01 molar of my acid, I have no hydrogen ions, I have none of the conjugate base, and then it comes into equilibrium. This will go down by X, this will go up by X, and this will go up by X. So once it comes to equilibrium, I'll have 0.01 minus X, X, and X of the varying components. And then Ka equals the concentration of my products divided by the concentration of my reactants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange this so that it equals 0. So 0 would equal x squared on 0.01 minus x minus Ka. And the reason for doing that is because I would like to use my solver to figure out what x is. So all I know about x is that it's going to be greater than 0 and x will be less than 0.01. So it's somewhere in that range. So I'm just going to pop up my calculator. Here it is. I'll clear that off and I'll start putting in some numbers here. So I go math up to get to solver selected and go into the solver. Then on the top line is where I put the formula, so I'm going to clear that off. So I want x squared divided by parentheses 0.01 minus x, close the parentheses, and then minus the Ka, which was 1.4 by 10 to the minus 3. Then I enter that, and then I put in a guess for my x value, and I know that it's going to be somewhere between 0 and 0.01. So I'm going to go with it being 0.0001. Then go down to the next line, which is where I put the range in. I'm going to delete that off, change the lower bound to 0, and then the upper bound I want it to be 0.01, and then I'm just going to delete that. Then with the cursor on my guess for x, I go alpha, solve, and there it is. So now I can quit. When I ask it what x is, it'll give me the value. So there is x, it is 0.00311. So x equals 0.00311 molar. Now for us, what is x? X is the H+ concentration. So the pH is just going to simply be negative log of x, which when I put that into my calculator, negative log of 0.03 or 0.00311 is 2.51. So the pH equals 2.51. There it is.